Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everyone who is watching around the world. We are at Echopark Speedway for the BSR Cup Series League. Echopark Speedway is in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to see some fun racing today. Super Speedway track. Mile and a half, though, not like Daytona or Talladega. This track is, it's definitely a bit different from those, but still same type of racing, still drafting. Hold it wide open in the corners if you're all alone, and, yeah, going to see a lot of chaos today. We got a lot of drivers here, about 19 of them, so without further ado, I am going to kick it over to my good friend Colin Bester, who's always with me, and special guest Nicholas Godsey to give a little bit of commentary here on this here racetrack today.
Everybody, it's glad to join you. We are currently currently qualifying right now, but Elliot's probably going to take me on board right now. I'm currently going down the backstretch here at the new Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's our third year in this new reconfigured racetrack. They pretty much decreased the banking a little bit. They narrowed the track, especially in turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And it made it to where this place is a drafting track, very much a super speedway if Daytona and Las Vegas had a baby. The only real changes is going to be on the throttle a lot more, 100% throttle, wide open, but the real change is coming up here, down the backstretch, getting on a pit road. Usually you would come on a pit road down in turn 4. Here you enter at the entry of turn 3. You have to get below that white line, wrap it all the way out, and try to carry as much speed as you possibly can. It's not a lot of grip down here, especially in the flat area. You can lose the car very quickly. Then you got to get down to pit road speed, 45 miles an hour. You're going to lose about 50 seconds taking your pit stop under green flag conditions. So when you pit, you can go about 60 so laps on the tank of fuel here, but when you pit, you want to be with somebody. You don't want to be by yourself. You'll lose a lot more time that way. But it is a super speedway race, and the fact that we may not see green flag racing today, with a lot of new guys possibly getting antsy and jumpy. Nick, when you come to super speedway racing, does your mindset change from going to super speedway like we are this week to Chicago where we were last week?
Oh, yeah, it definitely has to, man. You got to pick and choose your battles, and on top of that, you better be coming to a super speedway with a few friends, because you can get left on pit road easy. You can get out and not have nobody to work with you in the draft. You can get dumped on the high side when everybody starts working up to get positions towards the end. It's one of them things, man. It's kind of like playing the lottery, you know. It's anybody's game who can win it.
Yeah, and one of the things that's interesting about this super speedway, guys, is that outside of Daytona and Talladega, where you have these wide arching corners, very sweeping corners, Atlanta has very tight, fast corners, and that right front and the right rear tire can be abused depending on what kind of setup you will see. So if we do get a long green flag run, handling will probably become an issue later in the run. It's how these people manage that right front tire. You may see people lifting in turns 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 just to save that tire, not driving it in too deep. This week we've seen a lot of these guys actually run some A-Opens and NIS races, and handling does become a factor as you get towards the front of the field on a green flag run. So that will be something to watch. 63 laps on a tank of fuel, 130 laps, so you get about 2 stops. You can actually do this on 1 stop, but we'll get a lot of cautions, so we'll see a lot of pit stops today. Elliot, we're looking forward to a great race. Atlanta, always a fun racetrack to come to, and certainly ever since it's been reconfigured, it has been a treat to come here and race every single year.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one here today, guys. I've done a few races this week at Atlanta. I gotta say the main difference that sticks out to me between this and a normal super speedway like like Talladega and Daytona is pretty much just how tight it is, like you were saying earlier. And there's also a lot more opportunities to pass in real life. However, in this, in iRacing, it's even less so. You're less likely to be able to make moves up to the front because that top lane doesn't get going till later on in the race. Before that, everyone's just kind of staying single file, trying to save some fuel. I don't know if we'll see that today or not. It kind of depends on the race. I really hope these guys just give it their all from lap 1. This should, and if they do, it will make for a very, very entertaining product. Nick, you got anything from your escapades racing here compared to say Talladega or Daytona?
Yeah, definitely 3 and 4 is going to be the tricky spot for a lot of drivers because especially if you're running the bottom, you're going to have to lift a little bit, and these guys getting running nose to tail. You know, some of these setups, these guys are going to start taking air off the back of some of these cars if they don't lift and try to get the car set. Could see a lot of spins today, so man, have to be looking out for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are not here today, are you? You are in where was it again?
I am in Pigeon Forge in Sevierville, Tennessee. We are on vacation this week. I love being on vacation with my family. I kind of miss being there. You know, hate that I'm going to miss the race tonight, but you know how it goes. Family comes first, and we're down here having a good old time. Hopefully we'll get to see Alan Duggar punch another win tonight's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, and if he wins tonight, you know, next week at North Wilkesboro, a little bounty is going to be put on Alan Duggar. Whoever wins or finishes ahead of him will get a crisp $100 bill. The only question is Alan Duggar has to finish the race. But with Nick Godsey not being here, Elliot, we got to look at the point standings. Alan Duggar, 5 wins, average finish 3rd place. Nick Godsey, 22 points back. He's going to take the provisional. He'll lose a little bit in the point standings. He still has 6 races to go. Anything can happen until that regular season cutoff. Gus Otero had a strong finish at Chicago. He moved up to 3rd place in the point standings, followed by Shane Parrish and Isaac Treese, having good runs in back-to-back weeks. Win at Sonoma, good place at Chicago. He's up to 5th. Roland Collette in 6th. Johnny Mahalchek in 7th. Roger Shelton 8th. Ed Ryan making his return to the BSR Cup Series. He's in 9th. Hugh Brown in 10th. And Shane Paul 11th. 12th Chris Webb. And right at the cut line, Ray Adamson and Ben Adamson are fighting each other for the last spot. Should be a fun, interesting 7 weeks to go until the regular season ends.
Absolutely. And we have Miles Stacy now, the number 55 Ryko Motorsports Ford Mustang, taking us to green here. He's going to get a little bump from Shane Paul, and that's going to take us to green. The race is on, everybody. Alan Duggar on the outside. It looks like he's going to try and get something going up there, especially from Wade Patterson, who's right behind him. He's going to try and get pushed out front, try and get that clean air on that nose, stay out front during these long runs. Looks like so far it's working. They're doing really well together. Jared Jones behind him in the middle, yellow car as well.
2 lines, takes about a lap here to get full speed up here, but 1 lap complete, 129 here to go. Alan Duggar's going to lead lap 1, but Wade Patterson has the run on the outside. Alan Duggar comes up to block as they go into 1.
Yeah, Duggar still not choosing to come down just yet. He is going to stay on that top lane. One thing about this race that makes it pretty interesting is our own Nick Godsey, while he's on his little vacation, he is going to pay the winner of this race. It's a dash for cash, I guess you could say. Nick Godsey is sponsoring it. He's going to give $25 to the winner of this race tonight. So finances are on the line here. Who's going to strike it big here at Atlanta?
Yeah, the 2 guys in this series, Wade Patterson, Matthew Shelton, Miles Stacy, all qualified very well, and they seem to have hooked up on the bottom. We have Alan Duggar and Wade Patterson is still on the outside, still 2 by 2 as we go through the entire field. No one's really making any moves. And Wade Patterson, the highest improver so far, up 3 spots from where he started. Ben Adamson back in 15th, up 4 spots from where he started. So far, already some guys on the move.
Yeah, already. I mean, Selby, he's made it up. He's kind of been one of the only guys in the top 10 to stay consistent in P5. That 46 car, he is he's peeking out, trying to make a third lane here. That could be a little bit interesting if we see 3 wide racing in Atlanta. That would be cool.
Yeah, I think as the, this is a little fun race for us. We haven't had one of these day-to-night transition races since Kentucky a couple weeks ago. So as right now, Nashville. My apologies. Nashville, right now turns 3 and 4 right and directly in the sun. Turns 1 and 2 in the shade. So obviously they're having a lot more grip in turns 1 and 2. You can make more of those dicey moves, but it's going to take about another 30 to 45 minutes or so for this track to be completely shaded and the grip levels increase. As the tracks get cooler, more grip, but as the air gets cooler, these engines get better performance. So the speeds are going to go up as we get later into this run. But right now, it seems like everyone is trying to mind their P's and Q's, coming to 7 laps completed here. Miles Stacy and Wade Patterson at the line. Patterson will get that leading lap 7. Already 3 lead changes so far in this event as we see Matthew Shelby try to take it outside. He falls back in line. One of these things about these next-gen cars, Elliot, that we talk about when we come to drafting tracks is you have to have an understanding of the line. If there's a lot more people in the bottom line, which there are right now, that bottom line has been carrying the top line. You see Alan Duggar fall back to P4. Not a lot of momentum in that top line. They're not organized. This top 3 has been able to pull away. If one of these lines start getting more people, they'll catch that group in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 3 of them right now. I think that some people are fuel saving. Gus Otero, he's going to start making up the ground any second now, as you can see it right there. That gap is closing ever so slightly.
Out back in the back.
Well,
Alan Duggar's involved.
Looks like we had a wreck. Let's see exactly what happened here. Yep, Duggar went 3 wide, and yep, big wreck, and Hugh Brown, as you can see, tried to enter pit lane almost.
Looks like.
See here, Selby involved with Duggar, and Ben Adamson as well. Roger Shelton, he's involved, and the yeah, that didn't go well for a lot of these guys. Wesley Crump gets out unscathed, and I think the one who got the worst of it would be Matthew Selby in that number 46. Big time damage for him. He's definitely going to be going into the pits now.
Yeah, it looks like Jarrett Jones gave Matthew Selby a bump going into turn 3, and you don't really want to bump people in the corners at super speedways. You don't have a lot of handling here. Downforce is at a low, and obviously with Jarrett Jones and a Toyota, and these bumpers don't match up with each other. So obviously something that we're going to be watching for the rest of the night. But Shelby didn't get a meatball flag, so maybe he could get back into racing competition. I mean, I guarantee you that's not going to be the first caution of the night. So Matthew Selby not out of this race entirely, just got to get the damage fixed. But for Alan Duggar and those guys, they're still on pit road right now getting their damage repaired. Still a long night, 10 laps complete, 121 left to go. I swear, this place is like the Bristol of super speedways. Things happen here so quickly, and if things do happen, you can't really get away. The track, especially in the corners, is very narrow. This is probably one of the narrowest tracks on our calendar in 2026. So really, when we come to mile and a half, we think of them as wide places. You can sort of control your own destiny, but when we come to Atlanta, all that goes out of the window because of the style of racing that we see, this restrictor plate drafting style of race. So all it takes is just one wrong move. You remember last year's Cup Series race at Atlanta, and that took about 30 cars out of contention about halfway through the race. So obviously a tricky place to get your head around. It's entertaining for us as broadcasters and as fans, but I guarantee you when it comes to Atlanta week, Elliot, to me, this is not a very fun week to be competing. My I rating takes a huge hit on Atlanta week.
Mine didn't. Mine hasn't so far. I mean, it's kind of been stagnant. It hasn't necessarily gone up. Hasn't gone down. My safety rating's gone down, for sure. Sadly, and very annoyingly, it has, in fact, gone down. But That's just the way that it is at this track. I mean, the guys who we're not pros, right? We're gonna make mistakes much more than the pros do, and so that's kind of the issue that you run into when you come race at these super speedway tracks. See, we got Wade Patterson right now. He's going to be taking us to green.
Front bumper of Matthew Selby's car, a little dinged in on the front. It looks like he hit a barrel or so, but he's still out there. Looks like the damage isn't that bad. Looks like he's going to be able to compete, but if we don't get another quick caution, he's going to lose that draft, and he's obviously going to go in danger of being put one lap down. So
yeah, we got to hope that doesn't happen for his sake. Selby was pretty fast through that first part. I mean, I know he's a fast driver too. I'd really like to see him compete for the rest of this race. I think it would be pretty good for everybody involved. And the pace car is now off, and Wade Patterson's going to take us back to green here on the restart. We are back to green now. Patterson a little slow off the jump. Looks like Stacy's going to get some more momentum there, but he does not have a drafting partner as the 51 car of not Wesley Crump, of Jarrett Jones is going to fall in right behind Shane Paul, and Wesley Crump's in the 29 is going to come up on the outside right behind Stacy. Hugh Brown looking to make it 3 wide, running on that high lane. No one's going to go with him, though, and Hugh Brown looks like he's going to be left out to dry unless someone comes up with him.
you know, I got to shout out Ray Adamson, 12 spots gained and 13 spots gained since the stop. Just dropping the green flag right now, running P5 in that easy deal in Whelen Tires trailer Camry right behind Daniel Esteban. He's having a good start to this race. He's already ran the fastest lap of this race.
Fastest lap for the number 14 car. He's a new one. He's a new one from Spain, it looks like. At least that's what it says on his iRacing profile. Cardoso doing a pretty good job staying up front and not being involved in that earlier wreck that unfortunately took Alan Duggar and Matthew Selby out. Just for them to have to get some damage fixed.
Shane Paul looking to the outside. He's going to try to take the lead. He does at the line. We have our new leader, lap 15 of this Shane Paul, who's had an up and down year so far. Been collected in a couple accidents, probably not of his own doing, but a good finish here would probably turn his season around and get him solidified into the play, into the chase. And Jarrett Jones dives low. He's going to look for the lead, and Shane Paul's going to have momentum coming off 4.
The thing with Shane Paul is that he just has to get more racing in. He has to, it's just the experience with him. As soon as he races more often, he's going to get that consistency. And then he's going to start finishing races. And honestly, I'm going to say it right now, if he can be more consistent out on the racetrack and not wreck, I think that before the end of the year, we could see him in victory lane. He's got that level of speed.
Ray Adamson trying to make it 3 wide. No one goes with him. He loses a spot. Jarrett Jones back to the lead, back to the line. He's your new leader.
Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, Patterson in the wall. Big wreck, and that's going to bring out a caution. Our second one of the day on lap 18.
And you know who wanted to see that? Matthew Selby in that 46 car, directly in front of Jarrett Jones. He was about to go 1 lap down. He has the opportunity to get some more damage repaired. Wade Patterson's going to get the tow.
Yeah, taking a look at this wreck one more time. Patterson just slams into the wall and just drags it. Yeah, his day is done. He has left the track, and there's just there wouldn't have been much of a way to get that car repaired anyways, unfortunately for him. But again, Alan Duggar and Matthew Selby, they get to pit now, and they get to repair that damage that they got earlier on.
Yeah, it looks like Wade Patterson just tried to enter a little bit too high going into one. With the reconfiguration, we talked about this in the pre-race. The track is narrower all the way around, and it's something you got to get used to. I know the old Atlanta still a fan favorite of people on iRacing. We go there every single year, it seems like, in any series. But coming to this new Atlanta, still a lot of people got to get used to that, and that's what we just saw there with Wade Patterson. Really fast car. Hope to see him back next week at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, absolutely. Dana Webb in the chat says he hit that ball hard. I'm thinking she meant wall, and she would be correct. If this was real life, I would be very concerned for the physical well-being of Wade Patterson, but this is the virtual world. Jared Jones is now going to assume the lead in the number 51 car, followed by Daniel Esteban Cardoso. Sorry. Getting used to these new names. Hugh Brown in third. Michael Davis in P4. Gus Otero in P5. Shane Paul, P6. He'll be coming off pit road. Ray Adamson, followed by Ed Ryan. And Isaac Treese will be right after him. Again, I think this race is going to be pretty interesting here. We've got, what, a little over 100 laps, Colin?
Yeah, we have 100. They'll be coming to take the green. 110 laps to go.
110 laps remaining, so about 130 left in the race. Or 130 in the race total. That's that I won't lie. That's 100 laps in the A Open is pretty long. It can especially feel like that when there's just not a lot of racing and you're just kind of trying to save fuel, stay in the back, bide your time. Luckily for us, though, up front, this race has been nothing but entertaining.
Yeah, and the intensity meter is going to keep going up as the laps quickly wind down. Wade Patterson's our first DNF. Miles Stacy now coming out of pit road. Matt Selby coming out of pit road as well. So far, one DNF. It's number 4 of Wade Patterson.
Hugh Brown going to take the outside line here, and
he's also our biggest mover of the race, up 14 spots.
That he is, and before we get any further, I want to take a moment to send our appreciations to Roger Shelton, the owner of Tint Solutions, as you can see on your screen. If you're ever in the Greenville, South Carolina area and you need your window tint done, please look no further than Tint Solutions, owned by Roger Shelton, sponsor of this race. And remember, Nick Godsey is giving out $25 to the race winner. And this series is also sponsored by Chris Webb, who is, I don't believe he is here with us today, but he is a sponsor of this league, and so shout out to him. Coming back to the green now, 51 car of Jared Jones. He's going to get a great jump off the line. Hugh Brown got a nice jump as well, but not nearly as good as Jones. And Jones is going to step out to a huge lead. That'll certainly come, the pack will certainly come back to him. But it's nice to know that he has that security of being there in first place. At least that's what I would think if I was in his position.
Yeah, you have to think that you're probably doing things to be in a position late in the race. You know, coming to the white flag, and he was that position. A great run for him to come to the white flag, but now we see Hugh Brown take the lead back from him. I can't talk today. Hugh Brown inherits the lead, up 15 spots from where he started.
Getting a little hairy out back, as you can see. Someone nicked the wall. Again, this track is just so much tighter than Daytona or Talladega. Your margin for error is a lot less. Now that makes for more entertaining racing, but it also causes a lot more cautions. You can see the 77 of Shane Paul struggling to push the 76 of Gus Otero. Just not getting on that back bumper very well.
Yeah, it's one of these things where you want to be aggressive early. You want to put yourself in the right position because passing, especially in the next-gen car in a Super Speedway, is so hard. But if one wrong move can actually take you out of the race entirely, so you have to walk this fine line.
Oh, no, Shane Paul is almost around. Oh, God, that's a big wreck. Big wreck in the back. Let's take another view at it. Yep, Duggar involved again. Oh, no. Treese involved, Otero involved. Shelton doing a great job of slowing down. Wesley Crump avoids another wreck. He is very lucky. Ray Adamson, meanwhile, was not so lucky, and he'll have to go to the pits.
Yeah, it looks like Shane Paul tried to force the issue, go through wide. Gus Otero, not trying to want to lose the draft, kind of pinched him in to Ray Adamson, which causes that wreck. Looks like he saved it. Then Gus Otero goes around, and then a lot more people go around, so, and that causes a big one here early. 107 laps to go, completed 24 laps so far. Do you remember when we opened the season at Daytona? And
how could I
forget?
We had
a good race. We had a great race going. It became a battle of attrition, and there's only 4 people who took the checkered flag on the lead lap.
Yeah, Trevor Baxter
Talladega
won that
was
race.
much cleaner. Looks like these boys are trying to get all they can. Ray Adamson has called it a night. He is our second DNF of the night.
Yeah, 2 out of 17 have now been taken out completely, and we only have 15 more to go. Don't mind, or 15 more cars left. Don't mind the voice crack there, everybody. I promise you I hit puberty a long time ago. Hugh Brown will assume the lead with Daniel Esteban Cardoso in second place, and Roger Shelton will move up to third place. Behind him will be the ever-so-lucky Wesley Crump.
Yeah, Wesley's been putting himself in position all night. Look, Daniel Esteban and Hugh Brown, the only 2 drivers so far who have not pitted. Roger Shelton and Roger Shelton and Wesley Crump pitted 18 laps ago, but Hugh Brown and Daniel Esteban are going to be the 2 people who are on a different strategy than everyone else. And then Michael Davis from 5th on down. Everyone else has made their second and third pit stop of the night so far.
Yeah, Brandon Sanders Brandon Sanders says, tongue twister, it's rough out here tonight, and he is not wrong. 3 cautions in the books, and what, we've gone 25 laps?
Yeah.
I mean, it's making for some entertaining wrecks, but the racing sure is not happening as much as we were hoping to. Again, just such a little margin for error at this racetrack. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah, I gotta, I don't like to point the finger at people, especially when they cause wrecks, but Shane Paul, in my opinion, should have never tried to force that issue 3 wide. You have to think that Gus Otero would try to stay in the draft for as long as possible. You don't want to be shuffled out to the back. It's just absolutely just hard to pass in the Super Speedway era of the next-gen car. Shane Paul forcing the issue 3 wide early probably wasn't the best move, but hopefully he learns from that. There's a lot more racing left. 105 laps left to go, 104 coming to the line. Has the opportunity to fix the damage, but these guys are to calm down, and the wreckers are essentially wrecking themselves out of the race. We could be shaping up here for quite a good green flag run shaping up here.
Absolutely. I'm really hoping for a decent green flag run. The longer we get on the green flags, you know what comes into play though, Colin?
Is that would you think that's fuel mileage?
Absolutely, fuel mileage. On long green flag runs, I like to stay in the back a little bit, save some of that fuel. For this little run, we're going to be going on board with the third place car, Daniel Esteban Cardoso, as he gets a rough start off the line, being pushed by Wesley Crump, and Hugh Brown's going to take a decently sized lead.
Yeah, these guys are going early in the box. Hugh Brown's going to get swallowed up. Roger Shelton, that new nice looking 42 hot rod, has going to run. He's going to take it down, going down the back stretch. Does Daniel Esperson go with him? No, he does not. They're still side by side coming on too. Hugh Brown's going to have the momentum coming out of 3-4. And the lights just came on.
Big transition from day to night. We're on the in-car right now with Daniel Esteban Cardoso. And you can just see he's pushing. And as you saw on your top screen, or on the top right of your screen, Roger Shelton came down and will assume the lead with the number 51 car of Jared Jones being left out to dry on the high line. Roger Shelton now to lead a lap, sponsor of this race, of this league rather. And Roger Shelton leads a lap.
Night that we haven't really talked about. We usually talk about him every single week at this point in the race, but haven't had green flag runs to talk about. I'm talking about that guy in 9th place, that number 1 car, Isaac Treese, winner a couple weeks ago at Sonoma, had a great run last week at Chicago. Been very quiet so far through the first 30 laps of this race so far. I know he's trying to keep his stuff underneath him. Hasn't had to pit for damage so far this race. Doing a pretty good job keeping that hot rod in one good piece.
Yeah, he has done a really nice job. You know who else has done a really nice job, who I am pretty upset we haven't talked about yet? The driver of the number 17 car, Brandon Sanders. He's up to 7th place. He's stayed clean. He's right now behind Jared Jones in that pack, being pushed by Isaac Treese. Brandon Sanders making his 2nd appearance here in the BSR Cup Series League. The league owner deciding to take a swing at good old Echopark Speedway here in Atlanta. His home track, by the way.
Yeah, we got a couple of drivers. You know, Roland Collette called out. He had a provisional tonight. He's from Georgia. And he's actually from Dawsonville. So technically this is a lot would have been a home race for him.
Awesome. Roland from Dawsonville just doesn't roll off the tongue, though.
Yeah, it doesn't. Brandon Sanders from South Georgia, probably about an hour, 2 hours away. Closer to my neck of the woods in Northwest Florida. So, see Roger Shelton get a little loose. He has to go down below the double red line.
He's going to come back up on track. Another wreck, though. I don't know if that's going to cause a caution.
Michael Davis, single car spin.
48 car. He's still going. We're 3 wide for the lead. Cardoso looking to get out front, lead his first laps of the day. He's going to have to be get past Jarrett Jones, though. Jones on the high line being pushed by Wesley Crump. Shane Paul back out on track. He's doing well.
You have to think to
and
yourself,
look,
do these guys have spotters? Well, I don't understand why we're 34 laps into this race, still 97 to go, and we're racing like there's 10 to go.
Gotta make it entertaining for the crowd, man. That's my thing. Gotta give them a little, as Lightning McQueen once said, gotta give them a little sizzle, you know?
Oh. Hey, speaking of Lightning McQueen, you saw him at Goodwood. I don't know if you've been on the social media, but he took a lap at Goodwood.
Whoa. Little mess up there, but Cardoso is going to lead lap number 34. He's going to stay out front now. Ooh,
Jones gives him the bumper coming out of 2.
This is getting entertaining. I'm liking this. Got 2 packs split up now. Gus Otero leading by himself. Ben Adamson behind him. Ed Ryan following. And then Matthew Selby, who is in danger of going a lap down here pretty soon.
Michael Davis, that 48.
And when I say soon, I mean now. He's going a lap down now. Unfortunate. That was scary. Oh, man. Very, very close for Matthew Selby there, but he is staying out of trouble. Jones still in the lead. Followed by Shane Paul. Oh, Jared Jones is going to go for almost a spin, and he's going to get back up on track. Right in front of Matthew Selby. Selby's going to go right around him. Shane Paul now leading.
Roger Shelton has the high side. He's going to have momentum to the line. Roger Shelton has a nose. He's going to be your new leader.
Roger Shelton back out front, followed by Daniel Esteban Cardoso in second place. And look who else is back up here. The number 12 car, Alan Duggar, as always, sticking his nose in. Threatening to take the win as he always does, week in and week out. He's going to be pushing Wesley Crump on that high line. He's going to be pushing along with Hugh Brown. Just doesn't look like that top lane has enough kinetic energy to continue going, though. Do you like my little science corp right there?
I did like the little science. I'm about to have to step away and let they have to give my wife her shot. It is 8:30, approaching 8:30 here in Central Time Zone.
Yeah, it's only 6:18 here. We got a long way to go. Go ahead, my friend. Oh, big wreck, Wesley Crump and Brandon Sanders.
Alan Duggar involved.
Big time. Duggar involved in his third wreck. Let's check this out, see exactly what went down.
And they're friends.
Oh, Duggar. Wesley Crump, the lucky man, no longer. He's going to have a big wreck. Let's take another look at that one.
Alan Duggar.
Yeah, Crump got loose.
Sanders and
Brandon Sanders taken out. Didn't look like Alan's wreck was too bad, though. He's going to still have tires, but Brandon Sanders is done, and unfortunately so is that number 29 of Wesley Crump. He is out. Unless he can get the damage fixed, which I highly doubt he can. That is brutal. Roger Shelton.
Brandon Sanders will probably join us up in the booth now since he's done.
Yeah, up to him. He may wanna stay down there, talk with the guys, go do something else. He may come up to the booth though. We'll see. He is always, of course, he's always welcome. It's his league. The man can do what he wants.
A lot of takers here on pit road.
Shane Paul and Roger Shelton being a couple of them right now. Get some fresh tires, get some full fuel. I'm pretty sure we've run out of tire. I'm pretty sure we've run out of tire and fuel companies at this point.
I feel like at this point we just go Goodyear and Sunoco.
Yeah, why not? This race is making Dana Webb lose her religion. Speaking of losing my religion, great REM song. For the
my religion. That's me in the corner.
That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. That song's great. Yeah. Do you know what? Oh, good Lord, Cardoso and who's that? It looks like Isaac Treese got into it a little bit. Cardoso missed his pit stall. Miles Stacy pretty banged up. Yeah, this race is turning into chaos. Sometimes you need chaos. We had a pretty chill week last week at Chicagoland.
Be right back.
Kind of needed some chaos here on the schedule. I'm glad that Atlanta could provide. Gus Otero will be coming off of pit road. Jared Jones had a bit of a spin earlier, but he's back out front. That's the thing with this track. If you're not out of the race completely or multiple laps down, you always have a chance. Doesn't matter where you are in the field. Anything can happen. It's partially why I love these tracks so much, but also partially why I hate it. You have the dominant car, and then you just get turned right there at the end, which happened to me earlier on this week. Extremely frustrating, I can tell you that much. We may see that tonight as well. These guys are going to be going for broke, trying to win that $25. Alan Duggar back up to P3, or P4 rather. Roger Shelton on the inside, getting tires and fuel, still able to stay A on the lead lap and B in the top 5. Excellent drive by Roger Shelton so far. 4 cautions in, lap 43 will be going green, I believe, next time by. Or this time. We're going green this time. I apologize. Jared Jones looking to take the green here. Pace car is off now. Here we go, back to the restart. The 5th restart of the day, lap 44. Here we go. Back to green. Jones getting a good jump, followed by Roger Shelton. Otero struggling a little bit on the high line. He'll have Alan Duggar behind him.
Another great start by Jarrett Jones. He's been on it every single restart we get, but the pack is just going to gobble him up. Alan Duggar, good to see him rebound, and Isaac Reese, also great to see him rebound as well. Gus Otero was involved in an earlier wreck. Seems like everyone at this point must have some damage to their car.
You would assume so, right? I think Roger Shelton's kept it clean, though. And he's been doing a great job staying up front.
See, that's the thing. I think if you stay out front, your chances of getting caught up in a wreck actually go down. I know we saw Shane Paul not here coming off of turn 2 a couple laps ago, but being in front obviously makes your case for survival go exponentially up.
Brandon Sanders says it's really rough out here. Just like before, he is not wrong, adding a little extra spice to that one. Isaac Treese taking the outside right next to Jared Jones. He's going to try and take the lead away. Going to get some help from that 42 car, Roger Shelton. Oh, big wreck out back. Oh no, 5th caution of the day. Gus Otero around this time. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened. Oh, looks like Otero got loose off of Alan Duggar's bumper. Duggar involved in pretty much every single caution up to this point. It's a miracle he's still driving. That might do it for Gus Otero.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like Gus Otero was able to keep it off the wall, but hold on, change my view. They had a great looking car tonight. Great looking car.
Gotta say, the paint schemes is what? Jared Jones just spun. What happened there?
The amount of cautions are taking its toll on Jared Jones. Actually,
oh, he was slowing down.
Yeah, he was slowing down and a little too much rear brake in it.
Well, he's going to now work his way back up. Another caution. Really strange crash. Or spin, I should say. Isaac Treese.
And joining us in the booth now is Brandon Sanders.
Brandon.
Shaping up to be a very fun night, Brandon, but it has been rough out there. What was it like out there?
Nothing, buddy. It's been really, really rough out there.
I mean, I think it's a consequence of competition and having more people in the races now. Personally.
Yeah, why do you think we've seen more aggression out?
Well, it's a super speedway as well, you know.
Yeah.
Super speedway. Everybody wants to be up front. It's the safest place to be, honestly.
Absolutely.
I don't know. A lot of new guys. A lot of the guys are chill. They're nice. They seem like decent drivers. I mean, it's a super speedway where you have to let off a little bit on the turns, or you will slip the rear end. So it's just everybody's got to manage their throttle inputs, and there's a lot of checkups on the outside line and a lot of weaving.
Yeah, I got to go back to that last wreck that you were involved in. It seemed that Alan Duggar gave you an untimed bump going through the dog leg. He's your buddy. Took out Wesley Crump as well, who's also good friends with you.
He bumped. It looked like actually he bumped Wesley, and Wesley came down on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that going to be an interesting conversation between you three after the race?
Wesley seems cool. I talked to Wesley. He's in there. He's down there in the race channel with Miles Stacy as well. Miles Stacy's new to the league, and he's absolutely in love with it so far, despite the wrecks probably.
Yeah, these new guys. It's weird. It's always fun to see new competition enter a league race, enter a race with you guys. But these guys have been absolutely fast. New guy took the pole. Jarrett Jones. He's obviously up front. You have Daniel Esteban in P7. You have Matt Selby in P10. He's recovered very well. Miles Stacy in P11 right now. And, a couple of these guys, Michael Davis was also fast before he DNF'd. Wade Patterson was also fast before he DNF'd. So shaping up with these new guys be very fun end to this season. And we go to North Wilkesboro next, where you think that there might be some payback from this week.
Well, anybody can be fast on a drafting track. Can you save your tires on a short track or a mile track for 40 laps?
Yeah, and next week the bounty, the broadcast booth is issuing a bounty on Alan Duggar. Next week at North Wilkesboro, $100 to whoever beats Alan Duggar. The caveat is Alan Duggar has to be in the race. He can't wreck out. So it should be a fun week at North Wilkesboro next week.
Well, that'll definitely be interesting.
Absolutely, and he's got. I mean, so far, so far, Jarrett Jones been the best car so far today, despite his little spin on this last caution. The pace car is now off. We're waiting to go green now. Jarrett Jones yet again taking us to green, and he's going to get another great jump.
Nice to see Ed Ryan back in the race this week after taking a couple weeks off. Ben Adamson, probably this rookie who's coming to BSR a couple weeks ago, Brandon. We've molded him, we've shaped him up. He's been becoming a little good racer. He's now up inside the top 10, running P6 right now as Roger Shelton jumps to the outside going down the back. He claims the lead going into turn 3. And Alan Duggar, surprise, surprise, back up inside the top 5.
Yep. Roger Shelton has got help now. He can choose whatever lane that he wants. I think he's going to stick with Duggar and Treese, though, on the top lane, or not. He's going to go down low. And
it looks like Allen's going to stick with Treese.
Yeah. Treese,
nope. Shelton's going to come back up. That top lane really moving now. Ben Adamson, he's coming back as well. Selby, he's back.
Inside of Shane Paul.
Selby's back. Good to see him back up here. He's on the lead lap as well. Good for him.
Well, we've had enough cautions to get that damage fixed.
Damage still isn't fixed. You can see his nose is still pretty punched in. But yeah, certainly, certainly has less damage to fix than he did before. Shelton now with Duggar, Jones with Ed Ryan.
Yeah, and Nick Godsey said it coming from Chicago, where it's much more a straightforward race. Coming to these drafting tracks, you really have to change your mindset to go into this type of racing. It seems like, now 53 laps complete, the tone it seemed like the temperature could come down a little bit. We're not seeing guys make really aggressive moves. It'd be a shame if I said that and a caution just came out, but
yeah, I think
looks like I was right, Elliot.
I think so far, I think now at least people are starting to settle in a little more. there's less cars on track, so a little less chaos. And I think we're just going to start seeing these guys just kind of chill out till the end. Hopefully, get some green flag runs in, see some nice passing.
Jarrett Jones still at the point in this field. Ed Ryan, great to see him back into the race. We've missed him a couple weeks. Had some good run, some good speed earlier in the season. He's taken a couple weeks off, still within the top 16 in points. So if he just finishes the next couple races, he'll be locked into the BSR chase for the Cup. But good to see him back in that number 18 Skittles M&M Toyota. Obviously a Kyle Busch tribute. As he looks to go to the outside, Jarrett Jones, he's looking for the lead on lap 56.
Like you said earlier, great to have Ed Ryan back. Selby ain't going to send it 3 wide. It's fine. Good to have Ed Ryan back in the car and back in the league. He a brief hiatus from the league, and now 3 wide. Roger Shelton on the inside, all behind Jarrett Jones. Ed Ryan's gonna get. He's now gonna be on that 3rd lane. We have 3 lanes open now. Roger Shelton still in 3rd place. He's gonna be right behind Esteban Cardoso. Go to the bottom, and we're back to 2 lanes just like that.
Yeah, Cardoso and Jarrett Jones, to me, have had the class of the field. I think they have a car that is trimmed out in the draft to get those runs. Then getting out to clean air, have also had some handling. Saul, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
It's just
man.
been one of those days.
Yeah.
I swear, this place, the more I think about it, it's the Bristol Super Speedway races. Things happen here so quickly. You think that we're lapping this place, what, 30 seconds? Mile and a half every 30 seconds. Usually we come to a mile and a half track. We are lapping this fast at a Super Speedway at Chicago. We were lapping at 30 seconds, 31 seconds a lap. Here it just feels like everything happens so quick that you just don't have a lot of time to process everything that's going on around you. It's led to a couple wrecks so far tonight, but things have calmed down. This is our longest flag run of the day so far.
Yeah, it's good to see it. We're also seeing guys make some moves. Roger Shelton up to the top lane. Esteban Cardoso staying low behind Jarrett Jones. Gotta say, I really like the paint scheme on. Jones and Cardoso's cars. They look pretty nice. Shelton's gonna come down. He's gonna get the lead, and he's gonna come across the line in 1st place. Roger Shelton will lead another lap.
Yeah, most of the passing we've seen today is coming off turn 4. I think it's how interesting how when they reconfigured Atlanta, they kept that quad type of mentality. It's a little different. You know, when we go to Daytona and Talladega, it's a pure tri-oval, but that double dog leg in the front, I think, sets you up for some nice runs down the front straightaway. Able to make the track a little bit longer, carry that speed just a little bit longer. Like we see, Jarrett Jones takes the lead again coming off turn 4. Ed Ryan has a huge run down the front.
He's going to go to the bottom, leaving Alan Duggar up top in that clean air. You know, to your point, it's almost like Charlotte. It's almost like Charlotte's. It's almost like Charlotte had a super speedway race with that quad over there.
Yeah, and because you have all that concrete, the white line here, it's so inviting just to take that hard left and shorten the track. Remember when this first came out, that rule wasn't in place. A lot of people did use that area of the track to defend their position, to make passes, but the problem is it's very bumpy down there. It's almost as bumpy as going through the tri-oval in Las Vegas or Chicago, Kentucky, as we saw Ed Ryan get shuffled out to the back. He's now dropping like a rock down to the back, already down to P10.
Jones back in the lead. Roger Shelton behind him. Cardoso. The top 3 is looking pretty familiar. These 3 have been up front all day long. They're doing really, really well. 64 laps in the books. Coming to halfway here this time by, sorry. Oh, no!
Oh,
Jones is going to go around. Shelton's going to spin him off. And, oh boy,
into
big
Isaac
wreck.
Treese.
Treese involved. Adamson involved. Big wreck down the front stretch. That is quite unfortunate. Let's take another look at it.
Jared Jones going into 3 and 4. Bumping is a big no-no in super speedway racing, especially in the corners. And it looks like that bit Jones, but when he came up the track, Isaac Treese just trying to avoid it, just nails him in the front. It's going to give him some engine damage. Very unfortunate. Isaac Treese had just great runs the past 2 weeks. And looks like his good fortune will come to an end here at Echopark Speedway.
A lot of people's good fortune has sadly come to an end here. Esteban Cardoso, I think we should look out for damage for him. He hit the wall pretty hard during that wreck. You can see the right front is a little caved in. I would not be surprised if he had wheel damage as well. He's going to come down, get that looked at, get some fresh fuel in the thing, and maybe even tires.
Yeah, everyone is making a pit stop, and we're going to be restarting here with about 64 laps to go. Elliot, you know I love talking about fuel strategy. It's probably one of the best things I love to talk about because I usually, as a road manager, I like to strategize and know how far I can go on fuel and how far I can go on tires. Let me tell you, we are coming down. I think everyone here after this pit stop is going to be good on fuel. This is the last pit stop for fuel of the day, but we haven't had a long green flag run so far. Probably the longest green flag run we've had is about, what, 10, 15 laps or so? So if we get a long green flag run, can fuel mileage play into the race? We have not seen it so far this entire time. Go about 64 to 75 laps on the tank of fuel, depending on how far you save. You're not going to save a lot running in the back of the pack. I mean, even though you're wide open, you're still running 50, 60% throttle. So,
yeah, I think we should. I think we could start seeing some fuel saving going on right now. I mean, we're pretty close to the cutoff point right now.
Yeah, we're well within our pit fuel window here. 65 to go. Around 64 to 75 laps is what you can make it on a tank of fuel. Roger Shelton coming to the shoes. Ed Ryan, P2. Shane Paul. Nice to see him rebound to P3. Alan Duggar in P4.
Esteban Cardoso in P5.
Esteban Cardozo. My apologies. Do you think we can just call him Cardozo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just using his last name, Esteban Cardoso, but yeah, his full name's Daniel Esteban Cardoso. We can
Shane
just
Paul
use Cardoso.
is in third place now. He's going to be the first car on the outside line. Looks like Shelton, Ed Ryan, Duggar taking the inside line here, coming to the restart.
This is going to be a fun little restart, I think we got going on.
Esteban Cardozo takes the inside. Hugh Brown takes the inside line. Sorry, Hugh Brown takes the outside.
A lot of people taking the inside here.
Ben Adamson takes the inside. Sorry, yeah, Ben Adamson takes the outside. Isaac Treese takes the inside.
A lot of damaged race cars. Stacy's going to be on the outside as well. The pace car is off. Roger Shelton bringing us back to green here. And it's out. Shelton getting a great jump. Ed Ryan, not so much. Looks like Shane Paul is going to follow Roger Shelton now. Hugh Brown also getting up into third place. Good to see him up here.
Single file for the first 6 cars. You have to go 7 cars back. And Adamson side by side with Isaac Treese. Isaac Treese is going to take that position. Looks like Hugh Brown jumps out of line.
Yep, top 3 as it sits. Shelton Paul, Ed Ryan, followed by Alan Duggar and Daniel Esteban Cardoso.
You know, I've been really impressed with these new guys who have joined the BSR Cup Series League here. They've shown incredible speed, even though Wade Patterson was an early exit. Michael Davis was an early exit. Jarrett Jones obviously had a lot of speed as well. I'm very excited for the next couple of races we have coming up here, Elliot. I know we're going to slow it down a little bit going to North Wilkesboro. It's kind of nice this part of the schedule. You know, we went to Sonoma, then we went to Chicago. We're here at Echopark. We go to short track, and we go to Indianapolis in 2 weeks. Shaping up to be a really good part of our schedule. It's really separating who is a good driver on many different types of racetracks. And then we have some more short tracks like Iowa and Richmond coming up after that. So this is a very interesting part of our schedule, and it looks like everyone now single file.
They're fuel saving.
This should have been happening about 30, 40 laps ago, in my opinion.
Yeah. Aggression at the front still hasn't wavered at all. Shane Paul pushing Roger Shelton.
Isaac Treese got a lot of his damage fixed. He's running in P6. I did not think we would see that, but the draft is the equalizer here at Echopark Speedway. Hugh Brown trying to make his way back up to the front. He's going to take the outside of Jarrett Jones. He doesn't really have that much help. Leslie Crump a lap down. Actually, a couple laps down.
He's 3 down, but he is the first car laps down, so he'll get a lap back if he stays out, not involved in an incident. And
Yeah,
you know what? You know what I'm thinking right now, Colin?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm thinking tonight we could see the first green-white checkered of this league.
We have, you know, that is interesting. We have not seen a green-white checker so far in the BSR Cup Series this season.
Yeah.
Especially on a super speedway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Ed Ryan trying to peek low, get some clean air on that nose.
Now we're all single file, and you know we've been racing since the years. I'm not racing for a long time. When do you go? When is the marker for you saying, okay, we ran around single file enough? It's time. The race is on. The fight's on. I want to win this race. But here in Atlanta, it's not like Daytona or Talladega where it's super long. You know, you have to probably start planning your move up. You can probably go whenever you choose to go. When do you make that decision? How many laps remaining do you think, okay, it's time to go?
10. It also depends on how far back I am, but if I'm where Hugh Brown is, 10.
If you're Hugh Brown, do you want to be in third place? Do you want to be Shane Paul in second? Do you want to be Alan Duggar in fourth?
I want to be Alan Duggar right now. He's in a great spot. He's saving fuel. He is at the front of the pack, so he can make his move whenever, and he doesn't really have to worry about having to save gas.
Yeah, Roger Shelton's the one playing defense right now. Everyone else is on offense. You see Matt Shelby try to take it outside of Miles Stacy. Or sorry, Daniel Esteban. Matthew Selby falls back in line. Who is that joining us in the broadcast booth, Elliot? Oh, we have a wreck! Oh, another wreck!
Big one out back. Let's go back and check it out. In the meantime, let's welcome special guest Shane Parrish. Good to have you aboard.
Hey guys, miss everybody. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right, man. Where you been?
Life has some busy times right now, but I'm hoping to be back on next week.
Awesome. It'll be great to see you for North Wilkesboro.
Fight for
Oh,
survival as
that,
Ben
that was a
Adamson
bad
going low,
crash.
going into Daniel Esteban Cardoso. He goes around. That collects Hugh Brown. Jarrett Jones, that also collects him. A couple fast guys taken out in that wreck on lap number 78. Isaac Treese has a black flag. Hugh Brown, also a black flag.
My guess is that they're going to get that cleared. The pit road on here is pretty confusing. I don't really see them. I mean, unless it was a legitimate black flag. I personally think that Brandon and race control would clear it.
Also, this caution also helps out Wesley Crump. He gets a lap back.
When I tell you, he is not out of this race yet. Wesley Crump. Lucky dog.
Yeah, so Shane, you've missed a battle of attrition, but I know you had some hardware issues today. I heard the humidity in the basement. What happened with there?
Oh, we had bad lightning, which messed up my computer. I started getting that fixed, and then it messed up my air conditioning unit upstairs, so I have no air conditioning up there. I've got 2 portables running, and I got a dehumidifier running, and I still can't get it to come down below about 81 degrees. It's just so hot up there. And that, and then they were supposed to have the board today, and they ordered the wrong board, so it's going to be middle of next week before I get the new board. So yeah, been fun.
And you're like me. You're in the southeast, right? And it let me tell you, it is not fun to not have any air conditioning, especially in this time of the year. But I heard we're having a cold front come through. It's going to be about 10 to 14 degrees colder than average temperatures. So I guess there's some relief there.
I hope we get a little bit of relief. I need to get back on. I've been just really busy with trying to get a bunch of stuff done here this summer that I need to get done. So next year, when it comes around time for competing, I'll be able to put 100% towards that and get all these projects done and get moving on, which is my goal here. We'll be busy the next few months, but we'll be back on next week. Hopefully every week from there out to be back racing. I hate missing all you guys in the booth and Brandon and all the guys just running with everybody. It's a lot of fun and missing a lot of good times.
Elliot, let me tell you, next week here in Pensacola on Monday, the high is 81.
Ooh.
It's Florida. In July, high is 81 degrees.
Lucky.
That's a cold front there.
Yeah.
Lucky. We had an extreme heat warning here in Arizona. Temperatures are looking at, specifically in my town in Tucson, I think it's worse where Isaac lives, up a little north in the Phoenix area. In Tucson, it's going to be 110. I remember for my job, I had to take some clients somewhere, and the walk to the car was the worst thing ever. I was sweating when I walked out of this cold, air-conditioned office. When I was walking to the company vehicle, immediately started sweating. It is bad, and it's only getting worse this coming week here for me. But, as you Floridians and East Coasters like to say, oh, it's a dry heat.
Yep,
It's still
exactly
bad,
what it
man.
That's a dry heat. You'll be fine.
I lived in Florida for a few years. It's more than a dry heat. It's still hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I want to say
Duggar.
hi to everybody out there that's watching, and appreciate everybody tuning in to the broadcast here. These guys do a great job. I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody and miss everybody out there racing with them. I look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Sounds good, Shane. And
We'll see
Roger
him next
Shelton.
week at North Wilkesboro.
Roger Shelton's going to take the lead again. Brian Duggar
Isaac
says
Treese,
that
another
Alan
DNF.
Duggar has been involved. He thinks that Alan Duggar has been involved in every wreck. I have to agree with him. I think he has as well, maybe barring that last one. I don't think he was involved at all in that last one. That's the first one this race that he hasn't been involved in. Lap 81. Duggar just getting the short end of the stick time and time again, yet he is still up here, still fighting in second place. Imagine that. That's the great equalizer if I've ever seen one. I mean, Alan Duggar we know he's talented, but talent don't get you speed at super speedways as much as like it would at a short track or an intermediate. It gets you somewhere, but when you just get bad luck, you get bad luck, you know? Better luck next week. Not for Duggar. He's saying, no, better luck now. I'm in second place. I'm still going to win this thing. That's what's going through Duggar's mind. That 12 car been through it today, and he's still fighting. Awesome job for him.
I think he's another casualty in this race, another DNF. He'll finish 11th. Wesley Crump 2 laps down. Big takeaways so far outside of the wrecks in this battle of attrition. We're 48 laps to go, under 50 laps to go. There's not a clear-cut favorite right now on who's going to take this victory.
Of course it isn't. It's a super speedway race.
Yeah, but usually
what I can
speed race is we get green flag runs. At Talladega and Daytona, we get longer green flag runs. There's the anomaly. Usually cars, the best cars eventually work their way to the front of the field. We've had, Miles Stacy, who's in P8 right now, he's led at some points. Matt Selby has led at some points in this race. Jarrett Jones has led at some points in this race. They're not out of it. Wesley Crump, also P10. He's at 2 laps down. We get 2 more cautions. He's not out of this race. Ed Ryan trying to just move past Shane Paul, shoves him up the racetrack. They're fighting for third.
Yeah, Shane Paul, he's been very aggressive today, and he has survived quite a long time. Very interesting. I mean, I mentioned it earlier, if he gets more consistency, he could win a race. He's been consistent since that first wreck. Tonight could be his night. It is a super speedway race, so you never know, right? So I think we need to start paying a little more attention to the man behind that 77 car and see if he can't make it happen tonight.
Yeah, and he's using that Carson Hocevar paint scheme like an armor. Maybe going a little bit too aggressive like the Hurricane that we see on Sundays. But
speaking of the Hurricane, Zane Smith had some choice words for him and his fan base.
I know you don't like Carson Hocevar, but who would you rather have as your driver? Would you rather have Zane Smith or Carson Hocevar right now?
Zane Smith. Zane Smith has done, in my opinion, more with less. I mean, he's in front.
I mean, you could say that about Spire too.
Yeah, but Spire is a Hendrick Alliance team. Meanwhile, Front Row is by themselves, Tier 2, with like multiple, with like 2 other cars that they have to put money and resources and time into. And they just got out of a massive lawsuit, which means their coffers are drained. So, in my opinion, Zane Smith has done more with less. Yes, he has not won a race yet. Yes, he is not as high in the point standings as Hocevar, but along with that, the Ford bodies haven't been as good this year. I feel like if they were in an equal car with equal equipment, Zane Smith would be known as the better driver. In my opinion, I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Carson Hocevar, we don't deny the talent that he has behind the wheel. I think he's very fast. I think there's been parts of this race, parts of the season where I think he's shown tremendous speed. He's shown speed at Michigan, obviously won at Talladega. I think the issue with Carson Hocevar right now is I think he sort of gets in his own way a lot of times and sort of takes him out of positions to be successful. If he could just stop doing that, I think he can be a solid top 15, top 10 driver week in and week out. He has the speed, he has the car, but I just think he steps on it just a little bit too much for my liking. I will say, great personality, obviously drawing in fans from the sport. The Spectrum Night in America that he does on iRacing and Twitch gets a lot of views. He's certainly a character, and NASCAR is advertising him as a interesting character. But I think if he just, calms down. He's only 22, 23 years old. Still pretty young.
Yeah.
I mean, we said the same thing about Kyle Busch when he was a youngster. Just couldn't get out of his own way, and then once he, I think around the 2013 from then on, I think once he got married and had a kid, he became one of the best drivers of all time. Not saying that Carson Hocevar can match up to that. He's still way too young in his career, but he has the potential to be a good driver.
There have been many drivers, though, across those series that you could say that about. Like, they all have tremendous talent, but when it comes time to put it together, they never can. We're going to have to wait and see with Hocevar. I mean, he is a very talented driver. I don't think he'll put it together, personally. And also, again, I'm not a fan of the guy, so I never prey on anyone's downfall like that. But I just personally don't believe that he's going to be all that by the end of his career. By the time it's over, he's maybe we'll look back at him. Maybe I'll look back at him fondly, like the Hurricane. I remember when he used to wreck everybody. But maybe that'll be the footnote in his career. I don't know.
Now, if you're Wesley Crump looking back at this race, you're seeing the car in front of Roger Shelton. That's Jarrett Jones. Jarrett Jones can become the first car 1 lap down. If a caution comes out, Wesley Crump is going to stay 2 laps down.
Oh boy, that was real close there. Woo! Ed Ryan almost going for a spin. Oh, Cardoso, or no, that's not Cardoso. That is, I believe, Miles Stacy. Sorry, Miles Stacy almost going around there. He's going to keep it straight, and he's going to keep he's going to keep on keeping on.
Now, it took about 30 laps or so for the field to get back around to Jarrett Jones. There's 35 laps to go. If Wesley Crump wants to be in this race, there needs to be a caution as soon as he laps him, and then he'll be the first car 1 lap down, and there needs to be another caution immediately after that to put him back into contention for this race. But the laps here are quickly lining down, coming to the line. Roger Shelton leads, 34 laps to go.
34 to go. You can see the energy in the pack picking up just that little bit. Shane Paul, he's starting to press it a little more. Ed Ryan now on the high side. Alan Duggar in P2. I'm really starting to see these guys pick it up just a little bit. I really think we're going to start. I think we're going to see another wreck before this race is over. I think that Shane Paul's now forcing the issue of these guys, and they're going to try and get more aggressive. I think that they have saved enough, and it's going to be almost all out to the finish.
Miles Stacy on pit road. He actually went through the grass to get on pit road, so he is a black flag for unsafe pit entry.
My guess is his car was just too damaged to continue. Unfortunate end for the number 55 of Miles Stacy.
Wesley Crump's going to move inside the top 10. He will be scored in the 9th position. 32 laps to go. Roger Shelton still your leader. Alan Duggar just biding his time in P2.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're Alan Duggar, Alan is actually precisely where I would want to be in the closing laps. I want to be one behind the leader, because I'm the initiator, right? I mean, the best way that I could describe it is Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski in 2009 coming to the white flag. Brad goes up high and then he fakes down low. Carl follows him and wrecks himself off the nose of Keselowski. Now, to break down exactly what happened there, you have to see Brad as the initiator, right? He initiated the first move by going up and by faking going up and then coming back down, trying to get Carl to stay up high. So that way Brad had a shorter line to the finish. That is what I would want to do if I was Alan Duggar in this situation. Let's say we're lap 130 right now. We just crossed the finish line. It's time for us to cross. It's the white flag's out, right? White flag lap. I'm Alan Duggar. I'm gonna do my absolute hardest to fake out Roger Shelton, get him nervous enough, stay on that back bumper, and then make a move, and then have Roger react way too much to it, and then go right underneath him. Now, I would try not to wreck him either, but this is super speedway racing, and the margin for error is so small. So you will see wrecks a lot of the time. So, again, I think we're kind of calming down a little bit. Shane Paul realized there's no third lane. Well, there might be now. I think that's Wesley Crump. Yep, Wesley Crump on the outside of Esteban Cardoso, sorry. And the 46 car of Matthew Selby, he's back. Selby's back. It's going to be interesting to see what he does for the rest of this race.
Yeah, I'm looking back in the pack. Ed Ryan is just trying everything he can to get back up to the front. He tried passing Ben Adamson multiple times coming off turn 2, wasn't able to get it done. Now he's trying to work his way past lap car Jarrett Jones. Trying to use the draft of another lap car, Wesley Crump, trying to get back up to the pack. He's in P6 right now. Still less than 25 laps, almost 25 laps to go, 27 laps to go.
If I'm Wesley Crump, I'm jumping for joy right now. There is probably going to be another caution, maybe 2, and now Jones has gone another lap down, or he's about to.
No, Jones is 1 lap down.
He caught the pack.
Jones
I thought they lapped him.
He's 1 lap down.
Oh, that's terrible news for Wesley Crump. And I completely apologize.
Become the next victim. He's going to go 1 lap down, or another lap down.
Yep, Stacy now. 1 lap down, he's going to be the first car 1 lap down. So if there's a wreck that happens right now and he isn't involved, he is going to get the lucky dog.
Actually, Miles Stacy is 5 laps down.
Never mind. Now he's 6 laps down. So with that being said, seems that Jones is in the proverbial catbird seat if he had a healthy car, which he unfortunately does not. I don't know if him getting a lap back will put him in contention at all. It just seems too damaged to continue not to continue the race, but to continue to try to charge up front to get a lead.
Vince Wesley Crump!
Jared Jones, the Lappers wreck?
Yeah.
Yep, look at that.
Looks like
Lappers
Jones
wreck.
got a little tight into the
boy.
left rear of Wesley Crump. Wesley Crump goes around.
Looks like that means Miles Stacy's gonna get the lucky dog, and he's gonna get one of his 6 laps back. He'll be 5 laps down. Wesley Crump battling back, definitely not happy. Probably neither is Jones. And Jarrett Jones will retire. You know, I got to take a minute. I got to talk about Roger Shelton right now. He has been out front for this long. I know I said I'd rather be Alan Duggar, but you got to give it to Roger Shelton. I think he's led the most laps in this race, and he's doing really, really well right now. He's doing excellent. Able to stay up front, stay out of trouble the whole time, and he is poised right now to take his first BSR Cup Series win. If he can continue this, if he can hold off Alan Duggar and whatever other hard charger, Shane Paul, Ed Ryan, Cardoso, Adamson, it could all end really well for Roger Shelton. But then again, it could not. So very interested in seeing how this is going to go down. 8th caution of the night, lap 108. We have what? We're going to have 20 to go at the line.
Yeah, 21 laps to go coming to the line. But one thing I will say, Shelton, Duggar, Ed Ryan all stayed out. They've been on 42-lap old tires. This place is all about handling, especially later in the run. I don't think those old tires on Shelton, Duggar, your top 3, Ed Ryan, are going to be as advantageous as Shane Paul, Matt Selby, Ben Adamson, Daniel Esteban. I think those guys have put themselves into a very good position. Now, It's all counting on if this race goes green for the last 21 laps or so. I don't think that's going to happen, Elliot. Do you think that's going to happen?
It's tough to say.
You'd like to hope so.
It's hard to say. We have what, eight or nine cars that are viable right now. Coming to the line, I mean, people are going to be aggressive. I don't know if there's enough cars for there to be a green-white checkered finish or a caution later on in these laps. I mean, it only takes two to tango, but the less and less cars there are, the less and less likely it is that we're going to see a caution happen. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm certainly on the edge of my seat here, Colin. The excitement at the end of super speedways really does outmatch any other race generally. I would say, you know, Michigan was kind of that one exception, or one of the exceptions to that rule, because it was just side-by-side racing throughout the whole thing. Throughout like the last 10 laps or so, that was really intense and really fun to watch. But super speedway racing, usually about 9 times out of 10, you're going to see a crazy finish. And I'd say more like 7 times out of 10, but I digress. We could see something special here. We could see a repeat of what we did at Daytona, where it's one guy crossing the line seconds ahead of everyone else as they all wreck. You never know. We could see every single lap to this point to the green-white checkered being a caution.
Jarrett Jones has taken the tow. His day is done. He's going to finish in P10 if Miles Stacy is able to complete more laps. Wesley Crump still in it, up to P8. Good for him. Good run for Wesley Crump. But here we come. 21 laps to go. Coming to the line. Shelton, Paul, Duggar, Adamson, and Ryan, your top 3. Your top 5.
Here we go. Roger Shelton getting a big jump off the line. Alan Duggar lagging back just a little bit. He's going to let Shane Paul slip in there, and Ben Adamson's going to be left out to dry on the high lane. He needs to come down now, and he does. Top 4. Roger Shelton, Shane Paul, Alan Duggar, Ben Adamson, and Ed Ryan. Esteban Cardoso in 6th place. Still hasn't gotten all that damage fixed. Matthew Selby followed by Miles Stacy, who's 5 laps down. We have what? We have 8 cars on the lead in the pack right now, and all in line. 20 to go. Here we go.
Yeah, the intensity is sort of heating up. The problem is there's only 7 cars on the lead lap, 8 in the pack, and having 4 cars, 4 on the outside, 4 on the inside, is just going to stall. It's going to keep them side by side. Whatever line gets the most cars will have the advantage to move forward. So look for that as we get to 19 laps to go. But right now, if you're Shane Paul, Alan Duggar, and Ben Adamson, you're in the catbird seat. Roger Shelton's still playing defense, and he's still on older tires. Shane Paul is the first car on 2nd place 4 laps ago. He has the ability to make moves that Roger Shelton probably can't as we go later and later into this run.
Track's getting colder, which means that the tires are going to grip a little more. Ed Ryan getting into a little bit of a hairy situation there. Anyway, the tires are going to grip a little more. Air's colder, so the engines are going to be working a little bit better. More power, so more speed. We're coming into the closing laps. This is just a perfect storm of what's going to happen.
Yeah, and if you love this racing, folks, and trust me, it's not like this every single week. It's go to North Wilkesboro, short track, little night racing under the lights, you know, in Wilkes County, North Carolina. Kind of throwback to the roots of NASCAR as we go on to the improved North Wilkesboro Speedway. This will be the first time the A-Open cars get onto the new fresh look of North Wilkesboro. So it should be a fun time. 16 to go. Roger Shelton, still your leader.
And Shelton's just been terrific all day today. He has led I want to say he's led the most laps. I think he absolutely has, and he's just proved it that This is the great equalizer. He's been up front so many times. Can he make this one stick? Shane Paul, never been this close to the end of the race. He's shown a lot of speed. He has been really, really good. He is in the position that I would want to be. Alan Duggar, always dangerous in 3rd place. He could take the lead at any point whenever he wants to. Ben Adamson.
Ben Adamson.
Yeah, absolutely. He's stayed out of trouble for most of today. He's able to stay in the top 4 now. I mean, he's just improved so much since starting out. Can he make this happen? Ed Ryan, can he come from
where he started?
Can Ed Ryan come from 5th place and make it happen for himself? Can Matthew Selby come back from... Oh, Ben Adamson's turn! Oh,
Single car
no.
spin, man. Keep your brake in it. And he keeps it off the wall.
He kept it off the wall. Awesome.
But he does this last lap. It's been cleared.
Well, yeah, of course it's been cleared. He got turned into the pits. Big spin. He's going to get it back rolling here. Yeah. He gets it back rolling. Good job by Ben Adamson to save it, but unfortunately that's not going to help him out unless there's a caution that comes out.
Yeah, and this sort of splits up the top 3. It kind of separates them from the rest of the pack. And Matt Selby, Ed Ryan, Daniel Esteban actually link up together and get back into this race.
I think they're going to have to.
Yeah, it seems like Selby and Ryan still have the draft in the top 3, so it does not look like they're out of it. But if you're the 14,
Selby might.
Ben Adamson, yeah, you need a caution.
Selby might. He has that nose damage. He's not as efficient in the draft, but he's catching Alan Duggar now. Back up to P4, Matthew Selby. Yeah. Behind him is Ed Ryan. Now the question is, can Cardoso and Adam make it back up there along with Miles Stacy?
Yeah, and Selby's there. I know lap times don't really matter at Super Speedways, but last time by, Roger Shelton ran a 30.0. Selby 0.3 faster, 29.7.
Selby putting a little bit of pressure on Alan Duggar, giving him the bumper just a little bit. It's heating up even more than it already was. 11 laps to go. Roger Shelton still in the lead, doing a great job. Do they have enough? Do the guys in the back have enough communication and enough speed to get past Roger Shelton?
Well, I think the speed, but the part is the communication and the work. I'll pull an old DW quote: the co-opetition here. You guys got to work together. You guys made it to 10 laps to go. You guys survived the night, but can you guys work together in the last 10 laps to put yourself in the best position for you? If you're Ed Ryan right now, and let's say Esteban goes with you. You got to think, with 2 to go, he may not be your dancing partner anymore. You're going to have to find some more help. So right now, if you're Shelton, Paul, Duggar, Selby, I think you're in the catbird seat right now. If you're Ed Ryan, Ben Adamson, I think you need a little bit more help.
Yep, 9 to go now.
We might have a little wrench here in our plans because up ahead of Roger Shelton, Wesley Crump, all by his lonesome. They're not side by side. They're not side by side. Looks like Wesley's going to give him plenty of room.
Wesley Crump now going 13 laps down. Still out on the track. Got to respect the work, especially when there's just not much to be gained from staying out. Regardless, he's going to finish with the top 10. Great for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, Wesley Crump beating laps, and he still has a fast car. Not a lot of damage on him. He's just been by himself. That adds another car to his path. That could throw a wrench into everyone's plans as we go to 7 to go.
All right, we're going to start seeing it heat up, like big time. It's going to take a huge jump now. Shane Paul looking to get some clean air on Roger Shelton. You know, I got a great idea. Oh boy. Let's actually go on board with the driver of the number 77, Shane Paul. Let's see what he's looking at. We can see Ed Ryan starting a 3rd lane up top. I'm telling you, this is getting more and more interesting every single time we go around. 6 to go.
Oh,
see
and
on your
Ryan
screen.
and Selby touch.
You can see on your screen now, Shane Paul, driver of the number 77, doing his best, staying out in second place, right behind Roger Shelton. Just trying to stay with him, trying to keep him in front. He wants that P2 spot. He wants to be the initiator for the last lap. Got a lap car up ahead. Shane Paul pushing in the turn. A little bit hairy.
Yeah, lap car, Ben Adamson directly ahead of the leaders, coming to 4 to go.
See how tight these guys are with each other. Barely anything given between these two. Contact constantly.
Oh, and Alan Jugger gets shoved up to the top. Selby trying to get to 3rd place.
Looks like Shane Paul's going to take that run on the high side, but it's not going to be enough, and Roger Shelton's going to stay out front. Big gap between the two now. Closing quickly. Alan Duggar still in 3rd place. Ed Ryan driving right around Matthew Selby.
Ben Adamson is going to hang low. These guys are going to be forced to go to the top.
Paul sees an opportunity. He's going to try and move him. No, he's not. Shelton.
And Ryan get the run.
Shelton a little loose. They're going to make contact. Oh, boy, this is getting intense. 3 to go. Shane Paul on the outside. He does not have the run. Roger Shelton just trying to stay up in front of him. Paul all over the back. He's going to go underneath. Oh, contact made. How are they still alive? 2 to go. Here it is. This is going to be it. This is going to be the big finish right here next time by.
Now, I think if you're Alan Duggar, you're in the prime position. You kind of back yourself up to Shane Paul. You're going to have to run. You're going to try to pass him. Does not. We're coming to the white flag. Shelton, Paul, Duggar, your top 3.
Ed Ryan now trying to make himself known. A little bit of an incident in the back. Here we go. White flag in the air. Roger Shelton leading. Shane Paul behind him. Do we see another first-time winner? Shane Paul's going to turn Roger Shelton and Alan Duggar. Selby's going to get out front. Duggar's going to go around again. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
It's everywhere. Matthew Selby. He's going to stay out front and ahead of Esteban Cardoso. Back to the checkered flag. Matthew Selby, first-time winner, BSR Cup Series. Esteban Cardoso in 2nd place. Who's going to get 3rd? What a finish. Ed Ryan, 3rd place. Roger Shelton, 4th place. Shane Paul gets 5th place, and you got to feel for Roger Shelton. He had it almost in the last lap, got turned around. Shane Paul, really aggressive. He doesn't get the win. Alan Duggar involved in it, and that's all she wrote for this one. Matthew Selby, damaged, will win this race. I can't believe it. That is one of the craziest races that I've ever seen.
You're Roger Shelton. You had that pretty much win in the bag, and you essentially just get turned off of turn 2. I know Shane Paul's really aggressive. I know it's the white flag.
Yeah.
But first-time start, first-time winner. Matthew Selby, your winner in Atlanta. Is he doing reverse burnouts?
I guess he is.
You see something new every day.
That you do. Again, wow. Again, what a race. That was certainly one of the craziest ones that we've been broadcasting. I'm still in shock at how that turned out. Everything kind of almost went wrong, so you could say. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate for a lot of these guys, but congratulations to the driver of the number 46, Matthew Selby. Let's bring up our third place winner, Ed Ryan. He's in the waiting room. Let's bring him on up. Ed, it's Elliot and Colin up in the booth, man. How you doing? Bit of an intense finish. Take us through that.
Yeah, there were some guys sitting it there that I couldn't tell if they were trying to pull to the high side or what they were trying to do, but I was trying to get a run and nobody really wanted to work together. It seemed like the move was to left hook the whoever was in front of you. So I just stayed low and worked out for me, and super happy to get a P3. Really wanted to get a win in this Kyle Busch tribute car. Haven't done that yet since I've been running this car, but super happy to get a podium in it today.
Yeah, man, congratulations. Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, it was great to see you back here in the BSR Cup Series. Hope to see you more as we go on, but this race was just a race of attrition. How were you able to survive it all and come home with a P3?
Typically races like this where it's super speedways and drafting, I try to keep to the bottom because I have a better chance of avoiding the carnage down there. And it's the same thing I did tonight. I just try to take advantage of the pit strategy and try to manage it. Probably for the first 90 laps, I just tried to stay to the bottom there. You could see some guys getting aggressive as we were running there. So took it easy. Then there just came a certain time it came to push, and about 90, 100, and it's time to strap up and strap on and get it going.
Yeah, absolutely, Ed. I mean, hey, I gotta ask, man, how does it feel to be back?
Great. Me and my wife just had our second son, so
Really?
been busy with that. So it's kind of why you haven't seen the 18 Kyle Busch mashup around. But
Well,
just had our
congratulations.
thank you. I appreciate that, and had that going on. So tonight I was like, man, I really want to race with these guys, and I got in here and got it going, and I think we had a pretty good night. I was hoping to qualify a little bit better, but before we knew it, we were in the top 5 and just maintaining, and really proud of what we were able to do tonight.
Absolutely, Ed. I mean, congratulations again on the P3. And before we head out, is there anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
Sure. I'll thank Ken Byron and his team at Ryco Performance for the equipment they put together every week for us to give us cars more than capable of coming out here and winning races, and thank my wife for tolerating me and letting me come out here and do what I love to do. And lastly, you guys, I've seen your broadcasts and you do a phenomenal job, so certainly appreciate that too.
Appreciate it, Ed. You have a good rest of your night, man. Be safe, and yeah, have a good night.
All right, buddy, you too.
On the baby.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, we don't have
All right.
our second place finisher, Elliot, but we do have
The race
A
winner,
first
Matthew
time-
Selby. Yes, sir. Let's
Yeah,
bring him
first
on
time.
in. Matthew, it's Colin and Elliot up in the broadcast booth, man. First time winner here in your first race. Congratulations, dude. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. So
You had a lot of damage, dude. A lot of damage. How did you manage to win with your nose basically punched in?
it started off. I had engine damage. I was like at 1,500 RPM, so I went a lap down. I got around like 150, and then we got a plethora of cautions there, and finally got the RPMs back up, and then went back out there with like 2 minutes of damage, and then I got wrecked again. And then I had like 7 minutes of damage, I think, like 7.5 minutes of damage, and then we got a couple cautions there at the end, and I got back down to I think like 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And just, I mean, luckily had enough there I could stay in the draft. I couldn't really step out. I tried a couple times to maybe do something, but so I just started hugging the bottom and hoping that we were going to catch some luck. I figured something was going to happen. So.
Well, I'm glad it did, man. Take us through that last lap when you saw Shane Paul, Roger Shelton, and Alan Duggar all go down at the same time. What went through your head to the checkered flag, and what went through your head when you won?
You know, I mean, it kind of started there in 4. I got up underneath 18 again and got back to 4th coming to the line. If that wouldn't have happened, I'd have probably been in the wreck with him. Or in the wreck with whoever, because I got around the 18 there, and then just I guess I'm in the cold trickle car, man. I just drove through the smoke at that point. You know, held her wide open and drove around to the win. I mean, that was about it. You know, definitely cool to win. I didn't expect to win there. You know, but.
Colin, you got anything for our winner here?
Yeah, man, I was thoroughly impressed. All the new guys who decided to join the BSR Cup Series tonight. All of you guys had speed and make your first start, your first win. I guess my next question for you: are we going to see more of you? Are we going to see you at North Wilkesboro next Friday night?
You know, we'll see. It depends. Depends if I got a dirt race going on next week or something. You know, me, Wade Patterson, Jarrett Jones. I'm a Woo Pro, so in the late models.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, just kind of depends what all other races is going on, what else happening, but we'll definitely try to make it out for the next one. Probably after tonight, you know, we'll see.
Well, my friend, I will say this not a lot of people knew this, but there was money on the line, and our good friend Nick Godsey, he's on vacation right now. You walked away with $25. I know it's not much, but it's beer money.
Hey, that works.
In this economy, might get you a Hershey's bar.
Right, we'll get a mile or two down the road on some gas.
Awesome. Before we head out here, Matthew, is there anyone you want to send your appreciations to at all?
Yeah, first got to thank the good Lord up above for everything. And then secondly, got to thank Majula C Speed Shop. Evan C for tuning on these next gens. He kind of stepped over there in the last year and a half, and has come out with some really fast stuff. We've been able to step into some more of the asphalt stuff lately, and trying to get a feel for it a little bit. But definitely, you know, him and Vicente have been turning the wrenches on it and putting out some good stuff, especially in these next gen cars. Got to thank everybody, you know, as far as you guys for doing the broadcast, the league doing, putting on the race, you know, making it free. Definitely a cool deal to come out here in the middle of the season and race with y'all. Got to thank, you know, all my teammates, everybody at Majula C, CFM, Chris Ferguson, Blake Majula, 7C, Jarrett Jones that come out and race with us, Wade Patterson that raced with us tonight, and it's about all I got, man. Oh, I also got to thank everybody for watching. My mom and grandpa usually always watch. Don't think they were on this one, but can't forget to shout them out.
Well, congratulations on the win, Matthew, and I hope that $25 takes you further than just a mile down the road, my friend.
Right.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that's going to do it for us here at the BSR Cup Series League. Crazy race, intense finish, really awesome, and we hope to see you next week where we go to North Wilkesboro Speedway. I'm pretty excited about that race. I think it'll be really fun. Remember, whoever wins the race and beats Alan Duggar, as long as Alan Duggar finishes on the lead lap, gets $100. Money on the line for that one as well. And after that, I believe we head to Indianapolis.
We do. You're our stomping grounds. That's the track that you and I both love. So can't wait to go to the Brickyard, and that's a money race as well. So whoever,
you better get your A license back so we can run it together, my friend. We are gonna be dog walking the field.
I plan on it, my friend.
Hell yeah. All right, and with that, that's going to end this broadcast. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and tune in next week. Have a good night.